explaining yourself. Oh my days. This is something we all gotta learn. At some point in life, you're gonna have to understand how to stop explaining yourself. Number one rule. You get questioned, you either dodge the question or reflect the question, but you should never explain yourself. You know why a lot of us guys, like, we start explaining ourselves when we feel like there's a negative tension? Here's the reality. You start explaining yourself because you think it's going to solve a solution. If you keep explaining yourself, it's almost like a pushback to who you are. This is what I learned early on, right? I learned that when I start explaining myself, I'm only explaining myself because I don't want to deal with the confrontation. I don't want you to feel worried. I don't want you to feel worried. I hope this doesn't rub you the wrong way. My fault. I'm sorry. A lot of guys do this. And it sucks because a lot of guys do this when they're talking to a girl. You're talking to a girl, you're saying, oh, sorry. And you're explaining yourself and you're saying, I didn't mean to. Dude, you know what happens? When you start being the person that's saying, I'm sorry, when you start becoming the person that says this or that, and this is why I did this, that's why I did that, and she's calling you out on all your bull, and it's just like, all you're doing is reverting. You know, in her mind, she's like, be a man. Own up to your mistakes. This is why there's always going to be this tension. Because when she brings something up to you, you want to revert to making sure that everything is good. You are trying to save your assets, you, for her. You're trying to make sure that the happiness, you know, happy wife. Y'all love saying these statements because this was what people were told you need to be and how you're supposed to pursue your life. But the thing what's wrong with the younger generation, every guy trying to figure out, how can I talk to this girl? You're too in the people-pleasing nature. If you keep people-pleasing, you will not be pleased. Point blank period. You won't. And you keep doing this and you're trying to make her happy. You're trying to explain yourself. Oh, why she'll come up to you, right? There's a situation. I remember I was young, and I remember, you know, when you're just young and you're in school and you're just playing around. I remember like snatching this girl's phone out of her hand, and this is where the notion. When I was a kid, this is my notion. I snatched her phone. She's like, oh, give my phone back. I said, no, take it back. I said, you know what? Here you go. She went, told the teacher. I'm like, I just took her phone. I can't do nothing about it. Got her detention. I was peed. A young kid was peed. Because I didn't care. I understood the consequences. I did it. I stood by it. I didn't say, oh yeah, I took her phone because I wanted her to make her laugh, or I wanted her to chase me, this, that, and the third. Why am I explaining? This is what happened in day-to-day life, right? You guys will say certain things or do certain things, and you guys don't understand the consequences that come from it. Okay, if I say something to my girl, and I know she's probably going to be mad at me, in my head, I'm going to analyze this. I can take care of those emotions. It ain't that deep. Boom, you move forward. But a lot of guys will say, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do X, I'm going to do Y, and when you do those things, all of a sudden, you're in a dog pound. You're in the dog pound because all you're doing is, I'm sorry, babe. I'm sorry. I didn't need to do this. That's why everybody's saying a lot of guys are too soft. Y'all gotta start, like, this is why I tell you guys, when you guys start dating, if you're not up on the standard that you're trying to be on, if you're too afraid of that standard, if you're too afraid of making that next move, oh brother, it's going to be tough. And that's what I'm trying to say. It's like, you don't have to keep explaining yourself when you do something wrong. Own it. Hey, I messed up. It is what it is. I'm moving forward. That's how I think about a lot of problems and a lot of things that I saw. It's like, hey, did I overdo my part? Yes. I overdid my part. You know why? Because I overdid it. You see how I could have explained myself? I could have easily said X, Y, and Z, but I said, I did it. This is where you guys get to grow up. This is part of the story where a lot of us guys get to understand our minds, where we start putting ourselves in situations to allow ourselves just to say, you know what? I'm not going to explain myself. I did what I did. I wanted to say. I said what I said. And I'm not going back on it. Half of the freaking population needs to figure out how to have a backbone. Because our entire life, we're meant to, like, make every person happy. I was groomed. That sounds crazy. But as I watched TV, oh, do the right thing. Be treated how you're supposed to be treated. Well, the world doesn't work like that for all of us. It doesn't work like that. But if you can have a moral compass on your own head, and you can steer yourself in the right direction, you will win, no matter what. If you become the person that you say, hey, when I say and I speak on a topic that I really care about, I'm that dude. Nobody can take that away from me. But at the end of the day, y'all gotta stop explaining yourself. So believe it or not, class is closed. Okay. Guys, I need you guys to tap it for me. Guys, if you haven't popped into the Discord, go to the Discord. The link is in the bio. Just click it, the book of yay. Join the Discord, guys. Also, go to YouTube, like, share, subscribe. Turn me up! But I want to get to the one point that everybody's been asking me. Coach this, coach that, coach, can you help me with this? Can you help me with that? Yes, I can! Yes, I can. And I'm trying to tell you guys, I'm doing a 6-month coaching program. Guys, it's a one-on-one. It's only a couple spots. Look, for the guys that are serious, go join the Discord. The link is in my bio. DM me one-on-one. And then we can go from there. But guys, I'm going to be honest with you. I'm only taking people that's trying to get off the bench and trying to play the game and try to win. I'm not taking people that don't want to win. You guys ever been to a program and you look over here and you're like, oh snap, the program's good. Yeah, we're doing that, guys. So the guys that want to get their fitness right. For the guys that want to get their goals right. For the guys that want to demolish the dating game and go and understand how to go past the heartbreak, I'm that guy. For the guys that really want to tap in on their faith, I'm that guy. So I'm only going to take a couple guys that are really serious, guys. We're gonna have a conversation. We're gonna see how you're at. But I'm only taking serious people. If you are the type of person that say, hey, I'm done with the fact that I'm losing at life and I want to win, the people that are locked in with the book of yay, we gonna win. You gonna look at your teammates and you gonna say, I'm a winner. But at the end of the day, if you come on this side, we gonna work. It's no BS. It's everything. It's daily, daily, daily. So guys, tap in. The book of yay. Go to YouTube, subscribe, lock in. But believe it or not, class is closed.